Hello, and welcome back to Wonderland Asylum. We are back today with issue 38, the Hachette Partworks release of Titanic, the ship, the legend. So, what's in today's magazine? Well, Britannia and her sisters, which were from Cunard Line, which were White Star's rivals, really. The Britannia class of passenger steamships in the mid-19th century. Again, the way they folded the magazine pages aren't turning very well. Yeah, there we go, an old paddle steamer. And that's the Britannia. Again, talking about the passengers and the cargo, etc. And then back on to James Cameron's blockbuster of Titanic. And I believe, yeah, that's the woman that played Old Rose in the film. And there, of course, we have Kate Winslet, Leonardo DiCaprio and James Cameron there. Again, not a bad film by any stretch of the imagination. Some inaccuracies that caused a lot of offence. But, yep, and there again we have Molly Brown, who was featured in previous issues, I do believe. And then that's us on to the instructions. So, let's see what's in the box today. So, in today's box, we have a nice big USB-C cable, which is quite handy since that's what my phone uses. So, yeah, quite a nice long one actually. Very good. Spare phone charger. No, I'm only joking. And we have a couple of AP screws, and we have a PCB, which I'm assuming is just a tester board. You can see it's got the USB-C plug there. Perfect. So, what do we need? Well, first thing we need is the gearbox we worked on last time, but not only that, we also need the engine room that we've been working on before. So I'll bring that over and we'll get started. Ta-da! So the first thing it wants us to do is, remember I said about threading this cable through the gearbox? Well, now I need to thread it through that little hole there in the engine room floor. So again, being very careful with the plug, just to slot it through. Again, it's a very, very long cable. So keeping the cable nice and away from everything, slide it through, and the gearbox just lift up and continue to guide it all the way down. Now, this isn't going to be particularly easy, because what we're having to do is the gearbox sits there, and now what I'm going to have to do is line all these different pieces up. Now it means I'm going to need to fit this spindle into the centre, but it also means that these two, remember, they're D-shaped, so they'll only fit in one particular way. So it means that you have to make sure everything is all lined up perfectly, otherwise it's not going to fit. So let's see if I can, if you can get one side to line, there we go, that side's lined up. So I should be able to push it in, and then if I can turn this side until it lines up, there we go. That should be us, and then that central one should go in there. And I think by that satisfying click, that is us. I think. I'm just going to check that everything lines up, and I'll be back in just a tick. Yep, so you'll know it's all right because you'll see those screw holes will all line up. There. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And again, they are being held down with the AP screws that come here. And again, they're just telling you to check that everything lines up, the alignment's all good. It is, because I have already checked it before I did any of this. And then we're just mounting this with the AP screws that come in this issue. There we go. Again, they give us 5, we only need 4. Always generous of Hachette to provide us with an extra screw. So again, may not be sitting just 100%, but as you put the screw in, you'll feel it draw it into its slot. There we go. Again, it's plastic screws, so no need to be overly rough with them, as long as it's held in properly. And now, I'm a little bit nervous, I've got to be honest, because I haven't actually tested any of this yet. So I don't know if this is going to work. I know everything moves freely, I know the engines turn, but now the motor's fitted, nothing is going to turn until I test this. And I do believe that that's what it's time for now. So, what we do is get this wire. It says to make sure that this switch is in the middle position, because the middle is off. One side is forward, the other side is backwards. So, okay, let's plug this in. Now I've got the USB-C cable here plugged into the mains, so plug that in, cross fingers and toes, and let's see if this works. Oh, it does. Absolutely magnificent. The gearbox isn't too loud. That's forward, and let's try reverse. Oh, that's fine now, but it wasn't like in reverse for a second there. And back to forward again. Fantastic. So I'll lift it up so you can see it all turning there. Very, very nice. Awesome. Fantastic. So that is all there is to do in this issue. So gearbox have been fitted, the engines have been tested, and yeah, next time, well, you'll see in a moment what we're going to be doing next. But that's us for this issue. So that's us for issue 38. What's coming in issue 39? Well, a lot of details for the engine room. So yeah, quite looking forward to that. That should be good. And that more or less finishes the engine room off, as far as I'm aware. Certainly we're not working on it. Issue 40 is just fitting the propellers to the end of the prop shafts. But you know, I have to pick it up and show you again if you watch. It is just, it's absolutely fantastic. You can see all the engines spinning. Absolutely magnificent. So impressed with that. Again, I don't think my model will showcase this feature all that often, but you know, I'm still really impressed with it. But yeah, that's us. So thanks very much for watching. As always, guys, leave a like and a comment. If you have any feedback, concerns or criticisms, please drop them below. But yeah, subscribe to see future content. Again, I may have other builds coming, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching issue 38. Join me soon for issue 39. And as always, peace out everyone.